From the 31, here is second down and 5. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. It's the safety, Julian Love.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
From 29, here's second down and 7.
We're going to start.
They'll go play action with Darnold. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A big play for Seattle. That goes for 58. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Darnold. Looking Smith-Njigba's way again, and again a catch. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Off the play fake, here's Darnold. It is brought in the end zone. Jackson Smith-Njigba. Touchdown, Seattle.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
This one is caught by Hollywood Brown. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. A gain of 12. And the 1st down.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Now trying to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long, so the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. On the move, past the 40. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, KC.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
Brings up second and 7 on the Seahawks 30-yard line.
One quarter in the books. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it second down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he let him a bit too much. That pass is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This will be from 47 yards. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. The pressure gets there as down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Mike Dana getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
Ready? We're going to start. Ready?
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
And that is incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Digba, the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down. So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Kansas City sends Nico Remigio back to return. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. First and 10 now from the 36.
Yellow.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. Finding space at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready?
On play action, here's Darnold. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
Here's Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Third down and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Ready?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he's going to hit the deck, but he did not get there. He is short and has turned it over on down.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We're back to Seattle after this. Second down and 3. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught. Travis Kelce. And he's into the end zone. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And this one's not going to get there. That is short and left and no good. And the score remains the same. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Go side. Yo, 80. Red 80. Go yellow 80.
To throw on first down is Darnold. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Multiple times and all pro. That is Chris Jones in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here goes side. Right side.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Red 80. Side. Red 80. Right side.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the